What's up, YouTube? It is Dakin Gaming 705, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video today. It's going to be a darker one. The events and things that you're about to hear are all true. Things that have happened in my life. There's a little bit of a trigger warning for abuse of any kind, and someone that's going to be in tight spaces. You'll get it later. It's more of a metaphorical conversation as well. I hope it makes sense. Be right back. This right here, this is depression. This is anger. This is resentment. This is guilt. This is PTSD. This is anxiety, self-doubt, self-consciousness. It's my prison that I have made. This is what I look like in my prison. This is my cage. This is my cell. This is what it feels like on the inside when depression hits and you have a panic attack, PTSD hits. You think about the past traumas and stuff, and you start playing it over on your mind like a movie screen on loop. And it sucks. It's so tight and claustrophobic. And everybody's like, well, there's nothing wrong with you. You're overreacting. It's not that bad. And then the cell gets a little smaller, and your self-doubt grows, and you're like, well, maybe it's not that bad, I guess. Maybe I am overreacting. What I've been through, there's so many people that have it worse, so maybe I am just overreacting. I should just bottle it up and deal with it. Be a man about it. And it's not true. Your issues are your issues, and everyone's story is just a little bit different. Everybody's pain is a little bit different. And it's okay to have your own pain. It's okay to talk about it, even though society wants to tell you that it's not. Especially for guys or girls that experience rape or whatever. You shouldn't talk about it because it's a taboo. It's not good. It's demoralizing. Why shouldn't we talk about it? It could help so many people for us to talk about what we've been through. And honestly, here's where I'm going to share. My dad was very abusive, and that's not even that was a starting point for this cage that I'm in right now, that I just bang so hard and try to get out, but right now I can't because I'm stuck and I'm not letting go. I still have these little bars holding me in that I refuse to acknowledge. And my dad was very abusive towards both me and my mom, verbally and physically. And he changed. He got better. It's a very small percentage, very miracle-like that he changed and that he come out a better man. And I'm very proud of him for that. I want to let you know, Dad. I know you're watching. This isn't a guilt trip. It's explanatory. It's me explaining. It's an educational video. Trying to help other people. But that was a start. The abuse was a start. And then when I was 13, I was raped by a guy that was a lot bigger and stronger than I was. Held me down. And I'm not going to go into specifics, but I was raped. And then this cage got smaller and angrier, and I banged on it, and I tried to let out and scream for help. But it was like I was muffled. Like no matter how hard I spoke, I couldn't hear him. That's what depression and anxiety is like as well. Got a little bit of my stomach in there, but that's okay. And I didn't really want help. I'm scratching my nose a lot because it helps me think. Scratching my face. Sorry about that. I feel like Shigaraki scratching himself. But when you're in this cage and people are like, nothing's wrong, man. You need to pray. You need to take this pill. Religion will fix you. This medicine will fix you. And you try to stretch out, but you can't. It gets even more uncomfortable and unbearable, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm better. Just shut up. Leave me alone. And you're still stuck in this cage until you reach out and ask for help. And it's hard finding someone that you can trust with this information. I've been burned before. I've trusted people, and I've been got spit in my face for it. Not literally, but figuratively. And I've trusted people, and I've gotten help. And this door, and I'm still working on it. I'm still fighting. I mean, I'm not out of the woods yet, but I'm slowly, but surely, almost got stuck there. That wouldn't have been good. That'd have been awkward to explain to my parents what I was doing in the kennel. And opening these bars up and getting out. And even though I didn't have anybody here to open up the doors for me right now, that doesn't mean you can't have help. That doesn't mean that you can't reach out to somebody and say, hey, man, I'm struggling. Because, man, there's been times where I've been struggling so hard it's been hard to stand. I've been beaten to my knees by life. And just like Rocky said, it'll keep you there if you let it. And the key word is if. If you let it. You don't have to let life beat you around. You don't have to let it keep winning. You can fight back. You can crawl and struggle and fight your way out of this cage and say, screw you. I deserve to be free. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to live. And I am worth the fight. And now it doesn't look so intimidating from up here, does it? Ain't that bad. Back a little stiff. My neck's a little stiff from being all craned up in there. But I'm fine. I'm better for it. I'm stronger. And so are you. And if nobody else will say it, I'll say it. I'm proud of you. And you can keep growing from here. And even if you've just taken that first step, I'm still proud of you. And I will always be proud of you as long as you keep trying. You got to keep fighting. You have to. That's not a question. That's a statement. That is a demand. I'm not asking it of you. I am demanding it of you that you keep fighting, you keep pushing, you keep scratching, you keep clawing, and you get out of your own cage. You set yourself free. If nobody else, nobody can set you free until you let them help you and you get out. And asking for help is okay. You can ask your parents, friends, ask people you trust. Don't go out and be like, hey, stranger, guess what? Here's all my trauma. A perfect stranger, that's up to you. But me personally, find someone you trust, an adult, a therapist. I go to therapy every 2 weeks. I talk about stuff. Talk about how I'm feeling. Talk about my moods. Talk about just everything. And we've worked hard. I've worked really hard to get to where I am. And I am dang proud of myself. I'm trying to keep the cussing to a minimum because there are kids that go through this too. And they need this message just as much as everybody else. So I'm trying to keep it family friendly because I don't want to rob anybody of that message. And I'm trying not to pace as much because I don't want people to be like, well, man, I'm trying to pay attention, but You're kind of distracting. So I just want to let you know that I believe in you. We can do this together. So take my hand and let's whip the crap out of life. Let's make it our own. You with me? Because I'm with you, and I got your back. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.